we get distracted all the time, non-stop. There's a couple that finally got away, went to a restaurant. We're alone, quiet, personal time, great, alone time. I don't know if it took 15 minutes until he's on his and she's on our... we can't compete. We can't.
That couple, when they were going out, the husband sneezed and she texted him, "Bless you."
So it's a crazy world. Yes. We have tools that can make our life much easier, and we've taken them and gone perhaps way too far, and we don't have time for anything because we're so busy saving time.
Beruchim Abayim, and welcome to Torah Talk Chazaq's program with special guests. We have with us all the way from Eretz Yisrael, Rabbi Yehoshua Goodman. Baruch haba. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining us. Great seeing you once again. And we're going to be speaking about the greatest life, an exciting topic. But before we do that, forget a little bit of background about the rabbi and the great work you're involved with.
I grew up in Hillcrest, over here, not far away. Went to YCQ, MTA, Netivari after high school, Orach Chaim. Then, Baruch Hashem, got married, made Aliyah. Thank Hashem. I have yeshiva for struggling boys in the Negev, Israeli boys that haven't found their place in regular frameworks. And thank Hashem, we try and help them get back on track.
Baruch Hashem, amazing, phenomenal, great. And whenever the rabbi has a zechut to come to the New York area, I told the rabbi, please let us know. And he comes to the shul, to the keilah. The Rav gives us chizuk, so we really appreciate it.
To be inspired by Rav Yaniv and all his Mesirut Nefesh and all his work for Klal.
We have to do more with Hashem's help. Bezrat Hashem Yitbarach. So, Rabbi, how would you define the greatest life, and how would one achieve it?
I think that the greatest life is connecting to Hashem. Connecting to Hashem, we see Hashem that doesn't need you, doesn't need me. Hashem created the world just to give and to give and to give. Hashem is good and wants to give and to give and to give. Like this very popular song I understand in America as well. Od Yuter Tov, even better and even better and even better. Hashem is just looking to give and to give and to give and to give and to give. Question is if we let Hashem give to us or if we get distracted and more distracted and more distracted. I know the people that I've seen that were most super saturated with simcha, with happiness, with enjoying this world, were, in my opinion, disagree, were people full of Torah. The more Torah, the more they enjoy themselves, the more satisfied they were.
Well. Yeah, for sure.
More satisfaction, the less, it seems to me that that's just the greatest life, just connecting to Hashem and His Torah. More and more and more. There's a medrash, the pasuk, the verse says, I think in Kohelet, Ki nefesh lo timalei, the soul will never be filled. The medrash, our sages tell us that it's a parable to a princess who grew up in the lap of luxury, with everything that means. And she ran away and she married a simple villager. Fine. Now he tries to give her a meal. Oh, he's trying to spoil her. Oh, my wife. This is food. Do you know what I was eating in the palace? Nah. Let's go on vacation. Where we're going to go? This is a vacation. Do you know where I was going? You know what I was doing when I was in my father's house? No matter what he does for her, he can't fulfill her. She's used to a different level completely. The parable is that we are all a soul from upstairs. We came down from Tachat Kisei Kavod, from next to Hashem in Shemayim, upstairs. And now we're getting, and we were connected to the greatest pleasures in the world. And now we're, okay, great. I can enjoy this and I can enjoy that and I need to, but it's not going to satisfy me. It's not going to give me, wow, this is amazing. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so satisfied. It's enjoyable, but not more than that. And the more we're connecting to Hashem and His Torah, it seems to me, the more happy we are, more satisfied we are, the more we're enjoying our stay in Olam Hazeh in this 100%.
World. 100%. So the greatest life is connecting with Hashem. The way to achieve connecting to Hashem is by learning the Holy Torah, and that is how we connect to Hashem. But what would you say, Rabbi Goodman, is a roadblock, something that holds people back from being able to achieve the greatest life? And to
I'm sorry, what? 1 second, I'm sorry. we get distracted all the time, non-stop. There's a couple that finally got away, went to a restaurant, and it was so happy, great. After we're alone, quiet, personal time, great, alone time. I don't know if it took 15 minutes until he's on his and she's on our... we can't compete. We can't.
That couple, when they were going out, the husband sneezed and she texted him, "Bless you."
So it's a crazy world. Yes, we have tools that can make our life much easier, and we've taken them and gone perhaps way too far, and we don't have time for anything because we're so busy saving time. And we end up just not going anywhere, and we're stuck. And how can I enjoy spending time with my wife if every second, what? I'm sorry, what? Oh, you're here? Oh, I'm sorry, what? I go to pick up my kid, and sit down, buckle up. How can I enjoy anything if I'm totally distracted? How can I enjoy learning Gemara v'chavrusa every second? Thought I made perhaps also a parable. Someone goes to a basketball game, goes to, not saying go, don't go, ask him else to whatever, fine. And the whole time he's listening to the Yankee game on the radio. Or not on the radio anymore, for 20 years when I was growing up, right? So he's watching the Knicks, but he's listening to the Yankees. How's the Knicks game? You can't enjoy the Knicks game if you're listening to the Yankee game. But if I have now my chavrusa, my whatever, I'm talking to my kids, I'm talking about my kids are getting in the car. Sorry, I'm off limits. Now, then I can hopefully enjoy my kids. If I'm off limits, I can enjoy hopefully talking to my wife. I'm at a dinner table, the family is sitting down, finally connecting, talking without distractions. Hopefully, I can enjoy if I'm sitting and learning with Chavrusa. But what? How can I enjoy the Gemara if I'm being constantly distracted? There was Rav Tversky, that's Rav Avram Tversky.
Avram J. Doctor.
Right. Has done unbelievable.
Guest speaker at the big Chazaq event.
Really?
Amazing.
Yeah, so he has many Svarim, I think over 80, put out over 80 Svarim in his lifetime. And he, something like Hasidic Rebbes, someone went to see a certain Hasidic Rebbe, and they came back and said, no, what was the most important thing that the Rebbe did while you were there? And the answer was, whatever he was doing at that moment. I'm here, I'm only here. I'm nowhere else. I'm not, but. Everyone feels it.
100%. There's a beautiful line. Disconnect to connect.
Well,
we disconnect from the phone and we're able to connect with the family, with the Torah, with the Kadosh Baruch Hu, with God, whoever it may be. So, 100%. It's a very big challenge.
Very nice. A big, yeah. But it's unfortunate, but a lot of it we bring on ourselves because I don't have limits. I don't leave my phone in the car. And then I can't. What if what? Okay, the world is not going to.
What do they do before the phones? How do people manage and live?
Right. I couldn't take I get on the subway and go to wherever because I don't have a phone, and then no one's going to be able to reach me. I can't. It's true. How did they survive? But it's a very helpful tool, but perhaps we've taken it way too far. Why can't I just leave it in the car or leave it here? And now I'm talking to my kids, so I'm off limits. But someone's calling. Okay. I'll call him back. The world's not going to collapse in the next half hour. Okay, everyone will know that in the morning I have a chavrusa, I'm learning Torah, I'm off limits. And they'll get me afterwards, after 1, after 2. It's
the biggest distraction the rabbi says is the phone.
I think we all know it. It's impossible to enjoy what I'm doing if I'm constantly.
And then that way we're not able to live the greatest life, and the way to live the greatest life is by learning Torah, and we're not able to learn Torah because we're always being distracted. So a person should try to have set times, and no matter what, this is going to be from this time to that time. No one could call, no one could distract. I'm going to connect to Berlam with Baruch Hu.
You can leave the phone in the car, nothing's going to happen. Leave the phone at home, what's going to happen? No, I need... Okay.
As one that lives Avodat Hashem and helping Hakadosh Baruch Hu and his children, how does one give others the ability to live the greatest life? What would the rabbi suggest?
I think Rav David Orlovsky once, I think, said, unbelievable.
Great speaker at Chazaq.
Positive Torah experiences. Positive Torah experiences. Giving Musar doesn't really help, and just talking doesn't really help, but to create positive Torah experiences. Come, let's learn something, let's go to this amazing shir, let's do this, let's do that, let's sing, let's have a kumzitz, let's have an oneg. Positive Torah experiences. The other side, the Yitzhak, the evil inclination has plenty of things that look sweet and right afterwards they disappear, but to counter it with positive Torah, emotional, spiritual experiences.
Last week's Torah talk, we had a Rabbi Shaila of Christir, the guest house, Rabbi Friedlander. He said something very, very nice, that the Rabbi Shaila ben Rabbi Moshe would see, I think something along the lines that they would see that the father or someone would have his kid come to shul and say, go daven or go learn. And the Rebbe said, no, wait, don't daven, don't learn, come here, come eat, come drink. Once the child ate, once the child drank, then he automatically went to daven and to learn. So the rabbi suggested the same thing. Positive Torah experiences and invite others for the Shabbat table, which is the best cure of Tua out there. They see it, they experience it. At Chazaq, we could say the same thing, that we have all these kids and all these programs for public school students, and people complain, oh, well, look how much food you guys order and buy and spend and this and that. But at the end of the day, food is their language. We get them through the stomach, in the sense that they come to the programs. Once they're there, once they're satiated, then we fill them with more Torah, more mitzvot, and more maasim tovim, good deeds, and it's a whole revolution.
Beautiful.
I'm sure at the yeshiva that the rabbi has, I'm sure you have similar experiences with the boys.
Happens to me. One of the other rabbanim was Tzaddik Rav Gura, we're in his backyard. He has a house, and then we're behind his house, and his daughter, big tzadika, makes fresh cakes basically every afternoon.
Wow.
5 o'clock, just to
give to the boys.
Fresh, warm. Yeah,
there's a concept, and it's very true. Mitoch shelo lishma, balishma. Sometimes out of not doing things for the sake of heaven, helping people and getting them in the doors, and it'll become, they're going to be doing things for the sake of heaven. So Rabbi loved every single moment. We have a minhag, a custom on Chazaq's Torah Talks, which is a final message for our broad audience.
I just maybe share something that I heard from Rav Victor Nevensof in the Old City.
Of course.
He said an amazing mashal. We think that the Yetzer Hara is telling us, the evil inclination, come, enjoy this world, and forget about the next world. That's what we think, right? But the Yetzer Hara, the evil inclination, is trying to destroy our stay in this world and to destroy our stay in the next world. Where does he start? He starts, which is easier. It's much easier, unfortunately, to destroy a person's future, the world to come, than it is to destroy this world. So he starts, and as soon as he finishes destroying a person's future world, he immediately gets to work overtime destroying his stay in this world. That's what Rav Nevenson says. I'll prove it to you. Bring you a proof. What's Rav Nevenson's proof? Take a goat. A goat was born. If anyone's seen a goat, first few hours he can't do much. He's just lying on the ground. After a few hours he gets up and starts walking around. A few hours. Put a baby goat, a few hours old, next to a 100-foot cliff. He looks, he knows that's dangerous. He knows to be careful. A goat, after a few hours. Take a baby, after 6 months, 9 months, starting to crawl, almost walking. Put him next to a cliff, 40 meters, 100 feet. He doesn't know how to be careful. Who's smarter, a human being or a goat? What happened? He says the goat has no Yetzer Hara. He has no evil inclination pushing him off the cliff. Every human being has an evil inclination trying to push him off the cliff. Until the Yetzer Hara can, he's busy destroying our next world. But as soon as the Yetzer Hara finishes destroying our stay in the next world, our future, he works overtime to destroy our stay in this world. I don't know, perhaps we look around and we can see what happens to people without Torah. How much do they enjoy their stay here? How much do they not? And when I was in Orach Chaim over here,
I went there also.
Oh, unbelievable place. Baruch Hashem, I'm here, trying to be there as much as I can now when I'm here. There were 2 older gentlemen who used to come in, I think, suits and I think ties. They say they're retired. They say that they saw the Chafetz Chaim. And they were sitting there learning like 2 young yeshiva bachrim. And you see, when a person doesn't have Torah, they retire. What do? I get out of bed. What do I do today? What do we do tomorrow? And it doesn't end. It's so sad. They could have been enjoying themselves just like everyone with Torah. But if a person has Torah, he has this world. And when we don't have Torah, perhaps that's a final thought there of Nevenson. We think that the Yetzer is trying to give us this world. No. He's just trying to destroy this world and the next world. But he starts with the future. As soon as he's finished destroying our stay in the future world, he tries to get us to lose our stay in this world.
Powerful message, Rabbi Goodman. Just to add from last week's parsha, where it says that Yaakov davens to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Hatzileni na miyad achi miyad esav, save me from the hands of my brother, from the hands of Esav. You only had one brother. Why does it say? So the Chachamim tell us very powerful, very simple, that the Yetzer Hara, it could be like an Esav, very straightforward, don't do mitzvah, but sometimes he could camouflage himself and say that he's your brother, Achi. And he could tell you, listen, my brother, don't get out of bed. I'm helping you.
I'm interested in you. I want to help you.
So the Yetzer Hara could be very, 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 very dangerous. And we have to be extra careful from that. And every single one of us should take this message to heart, to live the greatest life, a life of Torah, mitzvot, maasim tovim, good deeds. We want to thank Rabbi Yehoshua Goodman for all that you do for Klal Yisrael, for the Jewish people. We want to thank all of our amazing podcasts, people that have hosted it, many different platforms with us. Shout out to our friends at TorahAnytime.com, and also to Daily Giving .org. A dollar a day really goes a very, very far way. And a special thank you to Nathan Behar behind the camera and the entire Chazaq team and staff working Yomam V'Layla day and night. Baruch Hashem, so much amazing, great things are happening. Baruch Hashem, thousands of Jewish kids are being literally saved. Baruch Hashem, Chazdei Hashem. But we want to do a lot more. Please get involved with the revolution. CHAZAQ.org. You could donate, you could send info, you could visit Hashem, learn more, whatever it may be. Please be part of it. Visit Hashem every single Tuesday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Chazaq Torah Talks with special guests. We want to thank once again Rabbi Goodman, and we shall all be zocheh, married to see the Geulah Shlema, the community redemption.
Amen.
Chazaq Baruch Mod Yafeh.